that's one of my Achilles heels. But I always want to make people feel good about themselves. I always want to uplift, and that energy that I have is not going to. And that's I'm learning that today. The energy that I have, ladies in chat, is not always going to translate to other people because people are not going to want your best interest, right? So I had to learn that the hard way. Hey man, that dude's hating on you, man. That you
Over
realize,
and over.
you know what I mean? Even people in the chat, I won't give no names and put y'all out there. Even folks in the chat know I'm telling the truth. I would be on, and I'd get for just stuff, just for being in the chat or just being myself. You know what I mean? You know, I just got hated on. I just got,
Right.
Just little stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Baby, favor just ain't fair, and it ain't my fault. So to be hating, I'm just saying.
Well, hey, Love Riders, how you doing? It is a pleasure to have you on the chat. How are you?
Hi, Ryder.
Blessings. Damn, it's been a minute. I ain't been able to catch your lives on time for a while. Appreciate it, man. This is a good topic.
Hey, it's all good. Yeah, I know you got something to say about it. I love. Let me. Before you say, I love what you just said. Here, you said I call the haters angel demon hybrids, always in their emotions, deflecting on others, their pain and their insecurities. That is so real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go ahead and elaborate what you on everything. The floor is yours. Go ahead.
He's like, damn, let me give you the big summer jam screen real quick. Yeah, no, but that's how I feel about them. I mean, it took me a minute to even realize that, right? Because you got to realize, right, on social media is a little from these streets, and just like you, like I ain't realize it in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
So I came on this John trying to be a little good girl and stuff like that.
Right.
Being
Bring it.
and showing hospitality.
Not even that. Like I was on this John with a little, halo on my head, trying to bring positivity, not knowing that, around that time, shit. Like, listen, the Hassan Campbells and all these people was being real, becoming real popular and already upcoming. I was just starting. So I'm thinking, I was like, these people is bringing awareness. I'm like, I could do the same thing because everybody else was telling me I was just becoming an advocate, speaking up for the kids, right? Speaking up against the women. I mean, not against the women, against abuse towards women and stuff like that, right?
Right.
So, boom, I'm doing my thing. Little by little, I'm starting. I'm like, yo, fuck. Like, listen, I'm just like, wait, I left Facebook because on Facebook it was nothing but drama, hypocrisy, contradictions, bullshit, and more towards like people within their own communities or family, right? So I'm over here, I'm like, they like, try YouTube, man. YouTube is gonna be a little different, it might help you out, with your cause. I'm on this channel, I'm like, wait, what the hell is going on? I'm like, I just kept giving people the same energy until somebody set me down, like, nah, Ray, like, you not even like this, like, fall back a little bit. It took you a minute to get out of that, how can I say? It took you a minute to not be like that, right? Because it was like social media was bringing the old me out. That 15, that 16-year-old is like, I didn't even care how I said it to you. The words were just coming out. And not realizing that people were just deflecting. It took me a little minute to peep that, and I had to bump with certain people in this app in order to figure that one out. The hard way. Like, I learned my lesson the hard way because I'm thinking, I'm like, oh, these people over here, they talking about, they giving out food baskets, speaking about men's rights, mental health. Yo, you turn around like, what the hell? I'm like, is we advocating or are we in a WWE? Which one? Like, what the fuck? I'm saying, like, yo, wait a minute. I'm bringing awareness. You trying to bash me for it. Like, hold up. Wait a minute. So, yeah. So, it's like, that's why I call them little angel demons. Like, you can't say one word without them deflecting their insecurities or their pain. It's like, dude, I'm not even talking about you. I'm just giving my perspective, my opinion, my views
They're
on
just hating on you.
So I was like, did I hit a nerve? And, it took an OG to really sit me down and really explain certain shit. So, like, it ain't no different from these streets. You got to treat them like these streets.
Right.
I haven't.
But Rod, go ahead.
I haven't actually experienced a lot of trolling or hate or anything so far, but I haven't been on here that long either. So, I haven't
It
had
comes and
these.
it goes.
Yeah, I haven't had these channels that long, but every now and again, they'll go in my comments and they'll say something, or I have a big mouth, I really do, and sometimes I offend people with the things that I say, but I always try to explain to the people, hey, this is just for me at my house. This is what I think. It's my opinion. You're entitled to have your opinion. I'm not upset because you don't agree with me, and so on and so forth. And you're still gonna have people that's gonna try to come at you because, like you said, they got their own insecurities. They have their own issues going on, and so a lot of it is deflection and projection, in my opinion. Now, I have noticed it's a lot of men, and I'm not used to this. I am not used to a lot of men hating on people. I just that's just weird to me to see a lot of men hating on other men and women. It seems like it's just so prevalent here on social on YouTube. And so to
Mhm.
me, that's really weird to see all these men, and a lot of them are fussing and fighting with each other, and I just haven't never seen this many men act the way that they act on social media, and it's weird. And the last thing but not least, I also noticed people get a lot of kahunas, Joe. They get big kahunas when they behind that keyboard. But if you meet them in person, they wouldn't have a thing in the world to say to you. I'll just throw that out there.
She's speaking facts. Wait until you get shocked and you start seeing the women, defending the predators on this app and bashing the women for it. That should be wild.
But at the end of the day, that's their opinion. And see, that's my whole thing. I see. I don't ostracize anybody for their opinion, because I got my own opinion. And whether it's right, wrong, or in between, it's still my opinion. So I respect you for your opinion. And so I feel like if people respect everybody for whatever they think in their opinion, then we would all get along a little bit better. But this good old United States of America, it seems like to me, people want you to do what they do. Okay, so if they starch Christian, well, then they want you to be one. Well, that ain't what I want to do. I might want to be something else. But and I just tell people all the time, listen, you drink what you drink and let me drink what I drink, and we'll get along fine. And that's how you really have to move and navigate, in my opinion.
I want y'all ladies' opinion. This is all three of y'all have touched on it, but what I said, you just said about men, them being in their feelings and hating. Tell me why that startled you and that you didn't understand that, and I want you to elaborate on that. Why because me as a man, I don't argue. There's I got family members that follow me on here, employees, people that know me in real life. They know I don't argue in real life. Riders, you and I, we're in the same circles. You know what I'm saying? We're on the same YouTube circles, right? You know what I'm saying? And so I don't argue with people at all. You know what I mean? I know me. I just don't argue with people. I see a lot of men doing a lot of arguing. They just go back and forth. Whenever every relationship I've been in, I don't argue, man. I rather just walk away, let you cool off. You know what I'm saying? And then we can talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't argue. But Queen, I said what I said. And ladies, y'all can chime in. I said what I said. You go first because you mentioned first. Why do you think that you said when you got on here, you saw a lot of men hating and a lot of men in their feelings and stuff? I want you to elaborate on that. Why do you think a lot of men are like that?
I don't know. It's weird to me because I wasn't raised around men that did those type of things. And so social media has really taught me and showed me, a lot about fun. And it has been fun for me pretty much it's been a good time for me on social media. Okay. Because I'm the type of person that I like to have a good time anyway. And if I see that your channel, or if I see that you are the type of person that's not really my cup of tea, then I'm gonna move around anyway. Okay, first of all. And as far as men arguing, I just think it's something. I think it's something missing in society where these men's just not men no more. I don't know what's wrong with them. SBK, they not striving for goals. Um, they're not doing critical thinking, in my opinion. And it's like they're not reaching for anything other than to get up and argue with someone every day. And I just feel like it's something going on with them mentally, or something is missing within themselves to make them sit there and argue with each other. And maybe they don't have a positive tribe that they can, talk to, because everybody needs somebody to help them navigate through life.
Yep.
And most of the time, I've always hung around older people, right? Because older people have wisdom and they can teach you. And maybe that's what's lacking in today's society, because a lot of times the younger people are not really even respecting the older people. They're
Right.
just saying, oh,
Right.
y'all old and y'all don't know what y'all talking about and y'all slow. They ostracize you more than look up to you. Like in my generation, we looked up to the older people because we were
Right.
trying to get
Right.
some knowledge, and they were
Right.
like a wealth of knowledge. And so that's really how I was able to navigate my everyday life, is just by learning from older people. Yes, your parents can teach you some things, but also people on the outside that you deal with or hang with or whatever, positive people can teach you something also. And so I just think that's what it is. I just don't think that they respect the older people like they should or need to. And I don't think that they have a group of people that's positive, that's around them to help them navigate through life. And then I think it's a lot of insecurities within themselves for whatever reason.
I have to say
That's what I
something.
think.
I agree. I agree completely. I saw actually, and I reposted today. Um, it was an older interview of Maya Angelou, and she was speaking, and there was a little girl. She was 14 years old, and she stood up to ask her a question, or to ask a question of her. And the little girl was 14, and she says, "I want to ask Maya." She said this, and I'm not verbatim, but she called her Maya. She said, "I want to ask Maya a question." So when she asked the question, Maya's first flat back was, first of all, it's Miss Angelou. And then she said, and so she corrected her right there. And then she went on to explain, "I'm 62 years old, 63 years old. I've gone through too much in my life for you to address me a certain way." And I'm not verbatim, that's not verbatim, but she corrected her and gave her a teaching lesson right then and there, right?
Right. Right.
And other people, there was another person in the audience that stood up and said, "I'm so glad you did that, because I moved here however long ago and I see too much no respect," right? But this was the part that Miss Angelou explained after this. And this was the part for me. Too many people nowadays just come to complain about this generation instead of taking responsibility as elders or older people in this generation, because these kids don't come out of the womb speaking the way they speak. They're not being taught by us
Right.
if they are disrespectful. And that's what she explained to that lady. She said, "It's up to us to teach and train. It's up to us to tell them and to show them why." Because she went on to explain, "I'm a doctor, I'm a mother, I'm your auntie, I am a representation of all of these things. So this is why I deserve the respect of you addressing me a certain way." So she went on to explain it to the little girl. And then she did actually apologize at the end to the little girl the way she snapped at first. But she did go on to explain it. And that's what I think a lot of people nowadays miss the mark on. They come on here on social media complaining about what all this generation has and what they don't have, and that they're this and they're that. But yet you're spewing the rhetoric of, "You shouldn't do this because you're going to be deemed a this. You shouldn't do this or act like this because you're going to be deemed this." But yet you're not teaching them how to be. and it's my responsibility as someone that's seasoned to teach that generation. And I feel honestly that's where we have lost the mark. There's too many people that, oh, don't discipline because you're gonna get called out on, or don't do this. I mean, hell, they made me go get a switch outside to give me discipline. You know what I mean? And,
Right.
and I turned out really well. I promise you. You know what I mean? Like, that's what people don't take responsibility on. Because if my son is a certain way, I can't be calling nobody complaining I didn't teach him. It's
Right.
it's me who has to train up the child, and that's here, you know. And it's everybody starts with their own. I just wanted to say that because you hit that really good. I said what I said.
Thank you, Joe. And also,
Really good.
I believe also too, like you said, they made you go get your own switch, but anybody could go get a switch and switch you out. Okay. It didn't just have to be your parents. If you did something in front of somebody that was older, and they knew your parents or what have you, because most of the time you was just in your little neighborhood, right? And even when sometimes when you're not in your neighborhood, any adult could chastise you. When I was coming up, they had the okay to chastise you. Now most people didn't put their hands on you, but they did correct you. And now you can't even correct kids. I know you guys seen the video where those three little boys went hijacked Walgreens. You remember they was in their pajamas.
Yep,
Robbing Walgreens, talking cash mess to the adults. You could just tell a lot of people just don't have, and I'm gonna just throw it out there. They just don't have no home training, in my opinion.
Right.
A lot of people just don't
Speaking
have
facts.
home training. Even in school now, these teachers can't even correct these students, and they're getting beat up. They're getting spit on and hit on and disrespected, and can't even teach the rest of the class because you got one unruly child. And if you say anything to them and you call the parents, well, the parents want to come up there and beat the teacher up. And that was one thing that I never did, and I know some teachers may pick on your child, but 9 times out of 10, it's your little bad nappy head child that's up there throwing out most of the time. And so my kids, they knew if that teacher called me up there, I'm gonna listen to what this teacher have to say, and then I'll listen to your story and I'll make a determination, because everybody know their kids. But these days, people seem to feel like that their kids are all angels. They don't need any discipline, and the teacher just not best with their child. And so I feel like that's a lot of what's going on. These kids just don't have no home training no more, in my opinion. And everybody's being raised to act the way that they want, and they can, like my mom, you didn't get to tell your feelings. We told our feelings when we got grown. She didn't care about our feelings. And now, the kids need to express themselves, and some people don't believe in disciplining their kids, and some people don't believe in hollering and screaming at their kids. But I'm sorry, trying to be nice to my kids never worked. I only got action when I put belt to butt, and when I raised my voice. That's when I got some results out them little crumb snatchers. So I'm gonna just throw that out there.
You gotta use BTA, belt to ass.
Belt to ass.
I agree. I agree.
Riders, like I said, you and we're in the same circles. You know what I'm saying? I see you in the same circles. I want your honest opinion, Queen, about haters. You kind of spoke on it a little bit, but I want your honest opinion about men being haters. As a female, I want your opinion about this matter, about men hating on other men. Go ahead.
See, what we gotta realize, right, is that today's men are not yesterday's men. All right, today's men and yesterday's men are built from 2 different cloths. See where I'm coming from? Yep. Then we gotta sit here and understand too, right? And it doesn't just lie on the single mothers, all right? This goes too on the houses that got both parents in it, all right? And single fathers. I mean, listen, I could just go down the list on that, all right? It starts from home. And as crazy as it sounds, right? We got, how can I say, too many of these little young bulls out here how can I say, hating on other men and arguing with women, bouncing on rainbows. It seems, right? That's what it seems like. They bounce. How do you respect that? But then you got to realize who's raising them.
Right.
Where are they getting this from? Who they learning it from? You see where I'm coming from? And not every parent is neglectful. A lot of parents are out here. They're not scared. People out here telling you, "Oh, you go to jail if you chastise your child." Bitch, if you don't get, sorry, dude, if you don't get out my face with that, yo, like for real, like look up your laws, all right? Like as long as you're not abusing your child, you're not saying. See, people misunderstand the concept of being a friend to your child. You see where I'm coming from? You gotta be a parent first. And when they say be a friend to them, it means, all right, listen, sit down, have that conversation, give them advice. It doesn't mean stop being a parent. All right, we all how they say we all need a friend sometimes. Well, listen, we was kids at one point. They also need that shoulder to lean on. So why not you be that shoulder to lean on before someone else influences your child? But parents want to be friends nowadays. They want to smoke and drink and twerk and do all this with their kids, and that's where everything fucks up at. I'm sorry. You know what? I'm about to start cursing. The hood is coming out of me. I apologize.
Hey, you at the bar. You at the bar. You at the bar.
No, yeah, but I gotta pause it because I know me.
you finna go there?
Yes, because it's like we need to realize sometimes we are our own worst enemy, and we don't see that yet. Like when you look in the mirror, what do you see? A free spirit or puppets with strings attached? Which one?
But
I don't care how you want to use that phrase. You see my point?
But Ryder, it's always been single parents. The single parent era was from the 70s all the way up to the 2000s, and now sometimes the households are coming together. But it's always I can't tell you how many single women raised kids up in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and a lot of those children turned out to be just
That's
fine.
why I said it's not just the single parents. Because listen, now you come online and all you hear is, "Oh, it's the single parents. The daddies ain't shit." I was like, how about we speak for reality? Why is this being said? Because it's like we want to put all men in one fucking how can I say, one box, all women in one box, all right, label them in one category each. Like, is y'all serious? Not all men is the same, not all women is the same, not all parents are the same.
Exactly.
I wanted to say something too. I get it when I saw DR said that teachers nowadays are not like they were once upon a time. But I think, honestly, if you think about it, us not raising our kids right, and our kids are going to school being disrespectful, putting these teachers through some crap, and they get spit on, they get treated a certain way. It's kind of making them be a certain way. You know what I mean? Like, I believe that all it all transpires and makes other people to act a certain way because kids come to school being disrespectful, and so now you got the teachers being freaking trash.
But
you know what I'm saying? I mean, go ahead.
You're right, but it's not all teachers. And I don't get tired of saying that because I started off my channel exposing the teachers that, were doing fucked up shit. But now, right, it's been 6 years in that I've been doing this, right? Speaking on bullying, trying to get cameras into schools and all that, right? Like I tell people, at one point I was just shining the light on all bad teachers. Never once spoke on good teachers. At one point I had to realize, it's not all teachers. We got some good teachers out here. I was like, is the problem that we're just talking about these bad teachers and their bad behaviors, and we keep, how can I say, shining the spotlight on them and bringing the darkness out? How about we, how about we come out of the shadows, shine the light on the good teachers and show the good teachers that are out there, and stop saying that all teachers, once again, putting everybody in one category. It doesn't matter what it is, what topic we're talking. It could be about a man, it could be about a woman, it could be the teacher, a parent, all right, a relationship. Stop putting labels on everything.
And it's gonna always be a bad apple every now and again in any profession, whether they're a teacher, cop or doctor or whatever. You always gonna have some, it's not gonna be perfect. But at the end of the day, though, like Joe said, these teachers are becoming defensive because these kids are just out of control.
They have a right to.
Nobody want to follow the rules. like you said, right? These parents are trying to be their friends, and to this day, my children are grown, and I still and they still know we are not friends. We would never be friends. I'm
Facts.
always gonna be your mother. And you get your friends on the outside of the house because I'm never gonna be your friend. Now, am I friendly to them? Yes, I am. But we are never friends. We're never gonna be on the same playing field.
Right. So we got that poll question, ladies and gentlemen, and I ended that first poll question. Talk about, we got into the school system and all that. You know what I mean? We having a great conversation here, but that poll question that I gave, I ended that, and so I got another poll question up. All right, and so y'all go and vote. Go vote right now. The poll question I have now is: do haters motivate you? Now, I said what I said. She kind of touched on this, but do haters motivate you? Yes, they push me harder, or nope.
And I'm just flabbergasted. I'm like, how can these people actually think that this was actually going to happen? Selling all of their possessions, burning up their money, sending their animals off to, giving their animals away and giving away everything, and now, they want, some of them even lost their jobs. I mean, that's how powerful social media is. And so you say, when did it start? I want to say it started when social media started, when the computer really became real prevalent. The computer and the telephone became real easy access to everybody. I'm gonna say between 2004 and 2006. And the reason why I know that, because I was in telecommunications and I was that person who made sure that you got online. So some of it is my fault.
Oh shit! I'm dead. The way she said that.
I mean,
but you know what's crazy though?
I don't own the company or nothing, but I had a hand in making sure that you got online. And so that's when it all started though. And it's like, the more technology we have, the more stupider and mental lazy we get, in my opinion.
That's some real shit. But you know what's crazy about that? Even though it exists, right, and a lot of people had a hand in making it come, to life, right?
Right.
It has its pros and its cons, all right? Because I'm gonna put this as an example, right? Look at SBK. SBK on here online. Let me ask you this one question, SBK. As a man, right, you notice that somebody in the chat, right, the way they talk, and look how everybody is talking, you could tell, they grown people, right? Now, once somebody that's younger than us, around probably, I would say, they early 20s, not passing their 20s, all right, probably 21 the oldest, by the way they type, you could tell they're young as shit. Would you sit here and have that conversation with that person? Because I've banned a few people. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Like, this sounds like I'm talking to a child. Like, literally, I've had to block it, right? Reason why I say that, I've seen a lot of men on this John, right? I'm sitting here, I was like, yo, the way y'all talk on this platform, right? And this is why I say the influencers, and she's right, social media, it started no matter how you want to look at it, it goes back to social media, but then it's like, it also has its pros and its cons, right? Like, so could this be the bad cons? Is it more cons than pros? But look, listen, my whole point with that is, right, a lot of men come on this John, right? And it's crazy, right? Because they predators and they use this digital veil, right, as their hunting grounds. And a lot of women on this John protect them, knowing the way they're talking, the way they speak. And what messed me up, I like the men too, like men with daughters. I look at them like, is you like really protecting this type of behavior? And I'm sitting here like, look at the way SBK carries himself. Then look at the way these type of men carry themselves. And unfortunately, this man right here trying to bring awareness, right, is going to take him a minute for people to even get the message. But they'll get that message that man over there is giving out first. It's okay for you to be 34 and smash a 16-year-old. It's okay for you to be 25 and be with a 16-year-old. You see where I'm coming from? Look at the difference in the what goes up. Unfortunately, drama pays. Unfortunately, how can I say violence pays. All right. Unfortunately, this bad behavior we're exposing and we made it happen. We keep blaming them. No, they're using what we showed off, right? As profit. They're profiting off of us. Because we could stop this. But we're not going to, because a lot of people is making money and millions off this shit. Look at these grown ass CEOs and producers. Why is I Show Speed and Kai Cenat and all of them famous? Look at the stuff that they're doing. And this is what our young boys is looking up to. We need more SBKs, all right? We need more, I don't know if SBK will let me, but I think he knows who the word is, right? We need more of the words out here, right? More male role models for these young men that bring out the realness. But unfortunately, we do not promote you. And I say we, all right, but I'm not speaking on all of us, all right? I'm just saying we the people. We don't promote this the same way we don't promote the positive music out there. We want to hear, Lil Wayne and Young Thug and all these, when it comes to the women, we want to hear Cardi B, Nicki Minaj. Who's these new little artists? What is it? Ice Spice, Red something, Icy Red. I don't know what their names are. Right? Don't get me to lie.
Sexy Red.
There you go. Her. Like, wait a minute. That's what's becoming popular. Like, look, listen, man, I can't relate to none of that shit.
Yeah, because drama.
I've never seen so many men fight so much and put the black woman down the way that they do. It's like it's a war against black women for whatever reason now, and all we've ever done was work hard and try to hold black men up, and now it appears that we are the enemy for whatever reason.
Right. But I'm gonna say this here.
Go
ahead, Robert. Go ahead, Robert.
I was gonna say I agree with her, and I see that, right? And it's crazy because it seems like in 2025 they're putting all black women in one category, but I speak on both. You know that, right? But I also feel as though that there's a lot of hate towards our black men. All right, a lot of it, and I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't. It seems like they're trying to get rid of our men. All right, and I speak on it a lot. That's why I was like, it seems like they're targeting the black woman a lot within our communities, but in the same breath, they're trying to get rid of our men. They're becoming more zesty, all right? And it's like the men are trying to be women. Like, this shit is like, I get where she's coming exactly from, but you see this more on social media than you see it out here on these streets. I mean, I don't know if y'all see it in both places, but where, my community is at, I see it more on social media than I see it out here. Like I do see, a lot of men that are trying to be women. Like I see women trying to be men, right? But a lot of those that are around me are even against what they're even doing here on social media and other places. You see where I'm coming from? Like, why is the men doing this? Why are they targeting the women like this within these communities? Something's happening, but since we're not talking about it, you see where I'm coming from? We can't reclaim nothing.
Well, I see it on both. I see it on both
that's
sides.
Not that I see it on both.
Yeah, I'm saying I see it on social media and out in.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I see where, just even within my own family members, I listen to my cousins and nephews and how they feel about women, black women, and I'm astounded with some of the things that they said. I don't know. I have no idea.
You see where I'm coming from? Because it's happening in every.
But once again, a lot of young men are influenced by social media. You just don't know the power of social media. It is a very powerful tool. And if it's used the wrong way, which I see is being used the wrong way a lot. Like, say, for instance, just like these guys, they'll show it on social media when they want to take a woman out. And I'm not just blaming the men. I am blaming the women also. Because if the young man if the girl feel like Applebee's is not a good place for her to go, then everything is on social media. Oh, I tried to take this B out and I wanted to take her to Applebee's and this dude trying to take me to Applebee's and you got to have more money than this and that and those are the negative aspects that I'm looking at, and everybody is putting it on social media on how everything is, how they're reacting to each other.
Can I ask you a question?
Hmm.
Right. Do you believe that this is something that's being used in politics? You see where I'm coming from?
Yeah. Well, when you
Because
talking to
it's
me politics, I'm all off into the politics. I was just trying to keep my Black Panther hat, in the closet tonight. But
no, listen, because
eh,
listen, I keep it raw and
yeah,
uncut with
yeah,
my
it
audience.
is.
Like,
It is because, like you said, society are trying to lock our black men up, and they've been doing that for a long time. Because if you lock up all the black men, then you don't have to worry about too many black babies being born. Okay, so it's a way to kind of stop the lineage from going on, and it's also a way to make black women um, not want to be with the black man or vice versa. Because
that's a fact.
once you get in prison and you're around all of those men, well, then some of those men start turning to other men. Okay, and
Facts.
and so, well, I'm just
If you
saying,
ain't lying,
especially if you got enough time, and you're a young
listen.
man, and you know how it is for a young man from 18 to what, 40. They're very, the drive is really, really high, and you got to
Facts.
be in jail from 18 to 40. You got to do something.
That's what them OGs be saying, man. You too young. You're not ready to
Yeah,
go to jail yet. You too soft. He's like, you better change your attitude. You better change. I be hearing a lot of these. See,
right,
it's crazy that these OGs don't get pointed out. The ones that are out here, oh man, the ones that want to be, how can I say, slinging, to make a little bit of profit and smoke their own shit and want to be in the corner sitting down all day. Those are the ones that get talked about. Those are the ones that become popular. That's what these
right.
kids want to be,
And
and
and,
they
and
don't even.
and it's crazy because you got a camera everywhere. You can't even do that anymore. That shouldn't even be an option anymore because it's so many cameras around. You can be caught up at any time. There's no way that you can get away with what you could get away with in the 80s and the 70s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. Now, everybody have a camera. It's a camera on every corner. So anything that you're doing illegal, you are going to be caught sooner or later. And and the way this society is set up, there's nothing for these young black men. There's nothing for them to strive for. Like, I don't know. I think it was you who said that they don't even have any mentorship programs anymore.
They don't.
um, it's not that many jobs that they're interested in doing. Even my son, he's 28, and he told me, I was trying to encourage him to get a job or whatever. And so many times, him and my nephews, well, I don't want to work for the man because all these young people want to be entrepreneurs, but they don't have the education to be an entrepreneur. They're not educating themselves or training themselves enough to be an entrepreneur. So if you don't want to work for someone, then there's some training that you need to take. And whatever it is that you want to do, you have to learn how to do that. You're just not going to know right away how to be an entrepreneur unless you're selling pharmaceuticals on the
That's
streets.
a fact. That's why I came up with this idea a little while ago, and I got to get myself together. I've had a few obstacles, but I have a good idea. If I get my bread together and I get a sponsor, I could actually get this little community center together, right? And I wanted to do it in the hood at first, but then I thought about it. You see, you can't, try to, how can I say, open the foundation like this, right, on a broken foundation. I don't know if I'm explaining myself right. So I gotta take it a little bit out of the hood real quick, right? That's why I said I gotta get myself together because I'm just recovering from an accident. I'm getting myself together, starting from zero again after I've had a few obstacles. But everybody liked the idea, right? But it's like in the hood, I'm not getting as much support as I am, as I'm noticing that I'm getting outside of it. You see where I'm coming from? So I'm gonna have to do it like this, like my baby pop said, right? Take those that want the help, all right, into that program. Bring back the little mentorships. You see where I'm coming from? Like, them people, like, basically what I want to do is, right, bring, since kids can get their permits, right, and their licenses to work at 13, 14, their working papers, basically, for those that don't understand it that way, right, and they could work. But I don't know if y'all notice, right, a lot of these places don't want to hire these young bulls. You see where I'm coming from?
Yep.
So sometimes these young bulls don't have the opportunity. Some of them want to work, they want to get that bread, they want to help mom if mom is single, they want to help dad if dad is single, or they want to help mom if dad is fucking up in the family, or dad if mom is fucking up. Listen, I can go about this in so many ways, right? So I came up with this idea. I was like, we got community centers, just we do. right? But what we don't have, right, is programs teaching these kids. So I want to have workshops, right, with people that want to mentor these kids and teach them, all right? So that means that people within these communities are going to have to work, right? Because, through community centers, these are, how can I say, funded programs, right? So basically, like, people have to donate, government puts in and stuff like that in order for people to get paid. But it doesn't just benefit the kids; it benefits the parents. We're getting these kids out the corners, right? Like, I'm like, let's have a workshop where we got printers, right? I started it off and I showed everybody the idea. The young bulls, everybody was interested. I did lives on this a few years back, right? And it helped a lot of the young bulls, right, get off the corners. They were coming up with their own logos, right, and printing them out, putting them onto T-shirts and selling them. And they was making some bread because I'm like, this is your brand. You put the price on that shit. You are the entrepreneur. You are a CEO right now. You are your boss, right? And then we were teaching them how to stack their bread and doing all this, right? And I'm sitting here, I was like, yo, we need to turn this into some type of programs and, different types of jobs, different types of mentors, teaching them different things. They want to be a mechanic. Let's teach them how to fix a car. You see where I'm coming from? They want to do music. Let's teach them how to deal with the computer, with the, instruments and all that shit. Let's teach them different stuff. But that's going to take some time. And I have to build it in a foundation that's not broken. As crazy as it sounds, because why I say that, I don't want to be the next Umar Johnson. All right. Like, I have to get me together. All right. Like, my family is there, but I'm just recovering. You see where I'm coming from, money wise and all that. I have to get it together because I can't just depend on the government, but I'm not going to do it solo either. It took me a minute to realize that shit. I have to accept some help, especially if I want to give these kids the resources that I want to give them. All right. Like, take the help, but implement, teach them what we're going to teach them. It's us. It's going to take the community, basically the village. All right. What it was before everything got colonized. Maybe, maybe I'm a little tripping, but I'm hoping I'm like basically bring back a little bit of the old school and mix it up with this generation. All right. Because as crazy as it sounds, it's 2025, but it's really starting to feel like it's 1942 and I never experienced that era. All right. As crazy as it sounds.
Exactly. I got another poll in the question, ladies and gentlemen, and in the chat, I should say. Which hits harder? Which hits harder? Y'all vote. This is the last poll I'm gonna have. Which hits harder for folks to hate on you? Is it strangers online or friends and family that throw shade? Which hits harder? And with that being said, I want you guys to answer that poll question. We're going to talk about it. This is the last poll question. But here's what I want to do, ladies and gentlemen. I want you guys to understand. Hey, Halima. Hey, love. How you doing? Halima's in the house, ladies and gentlemen. I want you guys to understand that we are not haters over here. If you're a content creator, I want you guys to put your link in the chat. You know what I mean? Mods, you can put their links in the chat. We got some wonderful content creators here. Thrive and Glow with Joe. I said what I said. Riders for Life. Put those content creators or these Mickey Fickies online. All right, and we'll be back after this.
Your channel is what you need. True crime stories, secrets they'll feed. Say that gossip and political heat. I said what I said, bring to me. Truth comes, but we're never late. Yeah, diamond stories is our fate. Oh no, welcome to a place where voices free. Tune in now. Every week, who's in the spotlight, who took the fall? We got the scoops, we cover it all. From high society to those who you call. I said what I said, stories that will sprawl. Yeah, truth turns why we're never late. Oh, no stone unturned, we're here to relate. Well, what's your name? Welcome to the channel, it's a bold streak. Subscribe and join the channel every week. truth she'll expose. Tune in, sit back, this tea hot, never cold. We here in the Foxy Angel zone. She keeps it real, this the you can't stop me zone. She loves to collaborate, but she can do this on her own. Now let's celebrate and welcome Foxy to the show.
Welcome to the Blessed Children of God family. We are glad to have you. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you would like to join in on some conversations with thought-provoking topics, feel free to join us on Mondays at 5 p.m. Eastern Time and Thursdays at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. We look forward to seeing you there. Continue to be blessed.
Ready to exhale, where we find our peace. I said what I said, false reality, our sweet breeze. Together we rise, there's power in our voice. Sisters in strength, united we rejoice. Let's breathe in power, lift each other. In this sacred space, we are one another. Let us breathe in God, lift each other.
saw everybody that was showcased. I said what I said. Foxy Roxy, Thriving Glow with Joe. It's just E. It's just believe. Just believe. Waiting to excel. If you're a content creator, man, and I'll rock with you, yeah, just come and reach out to me, man. I will be more than happy to promote you and to make sure that we get some traction on your channel. You know what I mean? We're not haters over here, man. We like to promote. You know what I mean? So y'all come and y'all see the link in my descriptions and whatnot. So you just send them to me and we'll go from there. You can reach me on IG, my email, TikTok, IG. I already said that, right? What else? Snapchat, whole 9 yards. So hit me up. All right, hit me up. If you're a content creator, I would love to promote you. You know what I mean? So, all right. Now we got the poll there, and we're gonna end with this poll here. Which hits harder? Strangers online that hate on you or friends and family that hate on you? I'm going to go ahead and say this here. Friends and family are the ones that hit harder for me. You know what I mean? I've had it. Can y'all relate? Friends and family hate on you, whether it's because they think they got more than what you got. You know what I mean? I've had family members hate on me because of women. Just a whole 9 yards, man. You know what I mean? The hate is real. But y'all chime in the chat. But what y'all chime in. Y'all chime in. Whenever y'all whoever's on the panel, y'all chime in. Go ahead. Go ahead. It's on y'all.
Well, I can attest to this. Because unfortunately, I feel like it's friends and family, because those are the people that you're with the most. A lot of times on social media, to me, those people just don't really, I mean, some people matter, you know, the ones that you really rock with or whatever, but a hater online, like Jimbo said, you know, why you even coming to my channel or whatever, that to me, that's a non-factor for me. So people online is really non-factors. You know, if they hating on me, I don't care about that. But your family and friends, that hit a little bit different, because a lot of times you really love your family and friends, and you really, you know, I know this is the way I feel. I want everybody to win, but it appears when I start winning, or if I'm winning, I get a lot of hate for that, for whatever reason. And sometimes it's hitting. But like Jimbo said, you know, when they with you, they throwing shots at you. You know, it's always they throwing a shot at you or trying to put you down, or, you know, it's not nothing that you would perceive as negative, but you know that they slinging shots at you or what have you. And for whatever reason, you know, they're jealous of you, like you said, SBK, because you're married, or because you're not married, or because you purchased a home or a car, or whatever. It's like you can't win for losing sometimes with some of your family members. And I found out the hard way, you know, that, you know, people that I really thought was really, you know, for me, they really wasn't. And it was a very hurtful feeling, because I'm the type of person, like I said, if I know something or if I have something and I can help you out, I'm just that type of person. I am going to try to help you out. I'm not a gatekeeper. Whatever knowledge that I have, I'll give it to anybody, because like I said, I want everybody to win, but everybody don't want you to win though. So I say friends and family, unfortunately.
Shout out to my bro, to my fam, Derek. He said it hits harder when the call comes from inside the house. You look to friends and family for support and foundation. A stranger can't make or break his heart. They come and go. I agree. I agree. Shout out to my bro. Right. Shout out to my bro. Alice says, I agree. Family and friends definitely hit different. Saint says, what kind of value can a hate provide on the internet? hate to lovers because they're the ones that get a pass. You'd be surprised. I agree with you, Saint, but you'd be surprised how much people take stock into what others say online to them, and they just take it to a whole nother level. You know what I mean? And they don't know you. They don't know you from a can of paint. You know what I mean? But people online just take things.
No, he's agreeing with us. Yeah, it's the way he put it. He's agreeing with us. It's the way he put it. He said, "What kind of value does hate bring?" He put the question marks.
Yeah. I know he's agreeing with us. I know he's agreeing with, but I'm just saying, a lot of people take a lot of stock into what people say online. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I know he's agreeing. Great point. He said hate. He says hate ain't healthy energy, but hate given to you online is better value. Yes, exactly. Go ahead, y'all chime in. Whoever.
Yeah, that's a fact. I agree with you, and I agree with what I said on some real shit. Because listen, nowadays, friends become your biggest haters, and family members become your enemy for some reason. And when that money gone, so is they on some real shit. It's like, as crazy as it sounds, right? Because the same phrase, they used to tell me, a dollar ain't, how can I say, a friend is there, right? What is it? A friend is there when you got money, right? But when that dollar gone, where is they? The same shit applies to family. For some reason, the hate is there when you come up, when you're doing good. It's like, for some reason, family or friends be the first ones that want to see you stuck while they coming up.
Facts.
It's like they leeching hands. Want to see you go missing on some real shit sometimes.
Facts. I want to say, shout out to the bestie for the $100 super chat. I believe in you, Bestie. Keep pushing through with me. Shout out to the bestie. Thrive and Glow with Joe. Y'all go subscribe up to her. Thank you for the super chat. And then with that being said, I gotta take a.
So Joe, you letting us know you ain't hating on your bestie, huh?
I'm
he took a shot.
Yeah.
Take a shot.
He knew he had to take a shot.
Take a shot. Yeah. Take a shot. But yeah, man. Riders, hit me up. You found me on IG. Send that video to me. You know what I mean?
I did. I had to request you. Your John is like mine's.
Hold on.
People gotta request me. See, I got a business account. I don't know if you do, so I'm guessing you do.
I got a business account too.
Yeah. See.
Okay,
we didn't hear Thrive and Glow's perspective.
Go ahead, Joe.
I was caught up, and that's why I didn't even mention. But I don't know. I just right now I don't want to say anything. I don't have anything to say right now. Sorry.
Listen,
we understand, Joe. We understand, girl.
It be so
because I didn't say too much either, Joe. Because I could have said a few things also, but
I honestly thought of you when I put the. I honestly thought of you, yeah, because you mentioned at the beginning, you had hate from your own grandmother, you know, and you grew up learn. It really does, because I grew up.
That's what it did for me too, Joe. When my grandmother would ostracize me, she taught me how to shoot shots back, because she would be like, well, you're black, and I'll be like, well, you black too. and then I would tell her, I say, and then that wig you got on don't look too hot either, so and then she would try to get me in trouble because I was shooting shots back, but don't mess with me because I wasn't messing with you, but anytime she would come for me, it made me spar with her, and it made me come for her. So now if anybody try to come for me or whatever, then I decide to respond back. I can get with them. But it taught me how to defend myself. It taught me to be better, because she always told me that I wasn't going to be anything. And so she actually inspired me to be who I am today. So I appreciate her for that. And it really was hate, because one Christmas she got drunk, and I came in my mom's house, and she was like, "Oh, there her black butt is. I don't give a dang about her, but I love that baby." And the crazy part about it is, she loved my child to death, because my child looked like my mother. My child was, like your color, Joe, and she looked like my mom. And she actually kept my child for the first 4 years of her life, so she didn't have to go to daycare. So it was a crazy relationship. It was like maybe she loved me but didn't like me, or vice versa. I don't know what it was, but I know one thing that it didn't do. It didn't break me, and it made me just not really pay haters any attention. It's basically what it did for me, and it made me strive to be what she told me that I wasn't gonna be. So I appreciate her
It
for
makes
that.
you stronger. Yeah.
It made me strong. It really did. It made me a lot stronger. And it made my mother cry, but I never cried. I'm telling you, she talk about me, I would talk right back about her. Then she would say I was being disrespectful. I'm not being disrespectful, but you're not gonna come for me, and that's what my mother told her. She's not disrespectful. But what you can't do is sit here and try to taunt her, because she's gonna clap back. She's gonna say something back to you.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. Shout out Uncle L. Shout out, bro. Good to see you. Good to see you. Shout out to you, bro. Look here, man. If y'all got ideas for content, y'all hit me up. Look at the links in my description. You can hit me up on my email. You can hit me up on my IG. You can hit me up on TikTok, Snapchat. Hit me up. You know what I mean? If you got ideas to talk about certain things, I want to say just about every show that myself or on a Tap In podcast that I've had is because of y'all. Y'all have said, "Hey, let's talk about this." Even I said what I said something about dating one time, about talking about dating. We did a dating show. That ended up being a great topic of discussion. You know what I mean? So you guys hit me up. Hit me up on the back chat, and let's talk about it. You know what I mean? I plan riders, and I said what I said. Others, I plan on doing a political live. All right. I don't know when, but you guys hit me up. I plan on doing a political live. Go ahead, Joe.
October 1st?
Well,
isn't that what?
Well, no, that was something else.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm trying to get with big dogs, the big dogs. But I said what I said. I hit you guys up. See, we would have a political channel, a political live, I should say. I'd like to get you on there. Most definitely you. I said what I said. Riders, I'll be hitting you up. I'm going to be getting a political live together. Y'all stay tuned. I don't know what date yet, but I'm gonna get with you guys and see what's up. You know what I'm saying? So I like to talk about a number of topics. There's a lot going on. I want different perspectives. I want different ideas. So I'll be hitting you guys up. You guys hit me up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Alice said I might hit the panel for the politics. Really?
Absolutely. Alice
loves politics.
Alice has
a political channel.
And Alice has a political
channel. We need y'all, baby. Trust me when I tell you that. And we need the kids, because if we don't have no kids, the world ain't gonna be here long.
Without y'all, we ain't making no kids. Shit. They come from your spine into your balls and into your ovaries. It's all right.
We ain't trying to turn this into Cooteville or anything, but yeah, we
Okay, but I needed people to understand, like, boy, I can't talk to them like a little kid, because then even the little kid will sit here and question this shit. So let me get a little raw and uncut. Without
No,
the man's,
Ryder,
you know.
please don't imagine that. That's not a good imagination, baby.
No. See, my point is that sometimes we got to take a step back and realize we can't keep spreading so much of that hate and spewing so much of that, you know. I could put it down into words, but right now my head is all over the place. I've said it before, but I speak better through my poetry. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Like, but if I speak in
That
metaphor right
sounds like
now,
a nightmare to me. Oh, am.
sometimes we gotta take a step back. Look, no, because we gotta realize a lot of people lashed out, right? And this is
Yeah.
something that I've learned throughout my observation. A lot of people don't sit down until they lose somebody in their life that they care about the most. That's when certain
Oh my
people sit
God.
back.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
true.
That's true.
So it's not, you know, we always got to think about it. No, sometimes take a step back and watch what you're saying. Think about what's coming out your mouth. You see where I'm coming from? Because half the time it's not what we do, it's what we do. I mean, how we do it. My bad. It's not what we say, it's how we say it. Sometimes people don't mean to say what they say, but they say it and don't give a fuck because they think that they're right in what they're saying, not knowing. Do you know what the fuck just came out your mouth, dude? Or ma'am, sis, bro, whatever.
I agree.
You see
And
where
you
I'm
know, when you
coming
were
from?
I agree too, but
yes,
I would not want that world though. I can tell you that.
That's my
you
whole
know,
point.
yeah. When you were talking though, you know, and because I'm divorced, because I'm single, after, you know, it's been 11 years, but after that it's like my driving force was my son. So when you were talking, it's like I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine a world without my kids because they drive me, being single, and then now my grandkids. I just pictured not having my grandkids come, you know, look for grandma, and you know, giving me that,
My whole
man,
point.
I'm doing something good.
Right.
Yeah.
No matter what, I'm doing something good, and
There's some people
nobody
don't take
on
the
these,
time to think.
yeah, nobody on these white tea streets or any streets could take that from me because I'm doing and instilling something good. So I could
Mhm.
never imagine it nor want to. As you were speaking, I was like,
Right.
oh, I don't know.
Whoa. Well,
See,
and you
but I
know,
wouldn't have to
and
say that to
sometimes,
you, but we have to say that to a lot of people out here. Like,
right,
yo, pump your brakes. Imagine this shit. Like, yo, you don't take the time to
Think
think
about
what's about. You see where I'm coming from? So I've
it.
had to say that to certain people. That's why I say, yo, we need to talk about it sometimes. Like, even though we don't want to, I don't want to. Because I can't imagine a world without my kids. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Without them, I'm not who I am right now.
right.
Like they taught me how to, you know, be the mom that I am, the woman that I am today, the advocate that I am. All right. Like they've taught me how to survive. All right. With I'm not gonna say without them I'm not nothing, but without them I ain't shit.
But in some instances, though, they're everything to you. Your kids and your
Facts.
grandkids. You know, they
They
actually
my whole
is
world.
what. And even your husband or wife, because at the end of the day, sometimes that's all people have, and that's their driving force. That's what make them get up and do what they do every day, because
Hmm.
they have children and grandchildren and spouses. So
So that's why
I
people need to
definitely
think.
think that would be a horrible world, not to have either one of those: husband, I mean spouse, man, woman, child, grandchild. Because I couldn't really imagine my life without my grandkids or my children. You know, so
Facts.
you know,
And
I
we're
that's that
losing.
that would be weird. That would be
And
horrible for me.
yep. And you know what's crazy? While people out here, you know, sacrificing themselves to the industry, you got men out here bringing awareness and losing their lives, putting boots on the ground. You see where I'm
Yeah,
coming from? Bringing
yeah,
awareness
yeah,
to the pain.
yeah.
And that's why I look at it and I gotta ask these people some questions like this. That's why I'm like, yo, we need more men, more women to ask these questions, like especially to these people that be, you know, like, can y'all really picture this shit? But we don't talk about it. That's why sometimes, listen, on my channel, people hate it sometimes, but I don't give a fuck. I hit the hard topics, the sensitive topics, because they need to be talked about.
Facts. You
Like, what's
beautiful
the whole
lady,
point?
you beautiful ladies on the panel. I appreciate you. I got love for you guys, riders. I've been following you for a long time. You probably don't even realize it. Oh, what's up? Some great content creators on the panel right now. Riders for Life. You go and sub up to Riders for Life. Go and sub up to my brother of a certain age. Great content creator. I said what I said. Great content creator. She also has another second channel Waiting to Excel, great content. Thrive and Glow with Joe, great content. All right. You guys go and sub up to these great content creators I got. You know what I mean? We are trying to change the narrative on these YouTube streets as far as giving content to make you think, giving content to make you change your way of thinking, giving content to make you have a motivating mindset to other people. You know what I mean? It's not all about contention. It's not all about strife, and it's not all about beef. You know what I mean? It's all about making you think. It's all about making you change your way of what you think and learning from others. You know what I'm saying? And I've learned from each and every one of these content creators. So you guys go and sub up to Riders for Life. Sub up to my brother of a certain age. Sub up to my sis. I said what I said. Sub up to Waiting to Excel with I Said What I Said and Bond's Reality. Sub up to Thrive and Glow with Joe. So,
And Ryder, I subbed up. I'll be over there, girl.
I
wanna hear what you
appreciate
got
y'all.
to say. When do you normally
good.
go? When do you normally go live?
Chill. I'm the pop-up queen.
Okay, I got you. I am too, so it's no problem.
Because of the kids and stuff, and then I be going to these community meetings and stuff like that, so it's kind of like I just pop up.
Whenever you can.
Yep.
Okay.
Mostly it be sometimes every day, sometimes I skip a few days.
Like what's your normal times? Like normally do you try to go in the
Mostly
mornings or the evenings or night or what? When?
mostly nighttime. Mostly when I
Nighttime
go live, usually it'll be nighttime, morning, like towards 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 3
in the
o'clock,
morning.
4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, okay. So you're a late nighter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially if I gotta get up early. What's the point? I take my little nap during the day and do what I gotta do the rest of the time.
Okay. I got you. I'll be there.
Yeah. Shit.
I dropped your link, dear.
I got used to this being a health aid. Shit, I can't wait. I'm about to go back to work too. Take care of my little old folks and listen to these stories and write some more poetry.
you got some beautiful poetry, Riders.
Yeah.
I love your poetry. You have some beautiful poetry. Send that to me so I can start sending that and putting that on my post. You know what I mean? So people can send that to me. You know what I mean? Send that shit to me so I can put on my post and I can share that out. You know what I mean? You have a voice. So
I just started putting them Jones behind beats because somebody wanted to. I was like, I listened to a few people. I was like, you know what? Let me put this John behind beats. I'm not no rapper, but I was like, some of them come out okay. It's like sometimes the beat gives me that push. I don't know how to explain it, and it shows that pain in my voice sometimes, but it's not my pain all the time because, like I've said before, I get inspired by a lot of people through YouTube, in real life. When they come and they talk to me, I just write, and them little rough drafts, them little notes I take turn into poetry. Like I just end up putting everything together.
right.
It's like it's inspired by people. Why I do it, I don't know. To me, it's like a little hobby I have on the side. It calms me down when I'm writing. It's like instead of having all these thoughts in my head, you see where I'm coming from, and it's like sometimes it be so dark, the shit that I hear, that it's like, hold up, wait a minute, let me just pour this into paper like I used to when I was a kid. It used to be therapy for me.
That's
And
good.
now it's just art. Crazy as hell. I didn't even think of it or see it like that until somebody just told me that recently.
So
I published the first book, and I'm working on
Rodney,
another.
so you said you published a book.
I just published my first book not so long ago on Amazon.
Okay.
I don't think it was the best book, but it was my first
Don't
try.
What's
It
the
was
name
nothing
of
but
it?
poems.
Don't
What's
even
the
It's
matter.
It's called Writers for Life: The Way a Shorty Sees the World. Because it's
Right.
basically, everybody's story you just put into poetry. Just you don't know who. Like if you relate to it, you relate to it.
Send that to me. Send that to me too. So send that link to me on the back end, okay? So that way I can promote that, okay?
That's
I-
my
I
way of inspiring people. I don't know. I feel as though that's some way to just because listen. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. The old me wouldn't have done this, but when I started realizing that my poetry started inspiring people, it's like, yo, when I read it, you know, it gives me inspiration or it gives me motivation. I was like, shit, I might as well publish it like people are telling me to do it. So screw it. That
Can
way
you-
everybody gets to.
Can you spell it? Because I'm just.
I see it.
Huh?
Is it spelled like your name?
Found it. RYDER.
Yeah, Writers for Life. Hold on. You don't want the link to the Amazon book? Hold on.
I just found it. Hold on, let me try to get it.
Oh, she found me on Amazon?
Guys, I'm gonna mod you up. I'm gonna mod you up, okay?
I got it.
I'm gonna put the link on the back chat because I'm not a mod. I can't put it down there.
Yeah, I'm gonna mod you up, okay? I'm gonna mod you up. I'm trying to find you.
Let's see. Oh, right here. Oh, see? They got the publishing date, 2024. March
Yes,
6, 2024.
I
when
just
published
dropped
it
the
down.
link. Oh no, that's the wrong link. Sorry, sorry.
Man, I'm just learning how to do this shit. I'm getting there. My bad. I still gotta get rid of the potty mouth. I'll get there too. That's just the Philly in me, alright? Chill.
Yeah, that's
I'll
cool.
stop saying this John one day too.
When you said John, I said that sound like Philly right there.
Yeah, she kept saying Jones.
John. Yeah.
I'm
I'm doing better. Listen, having to speak to these politicians. Listen, I'm posting my old videos little by little because I lost my first channel because of my mouth. Like, I keep telling people I have no filter. So if I'm gonna say something, I say it and I speak my mind. But when you speak towards, you know, certain celebrities in the government, your channel is clapped. So you gotta watch what you say towards politics and these celebrities sometimes. I learned my lesson though. Now I know how to, you know, put the right disclaimers so that I can speak my mind and choose the proper
Okay,
words.
check that out. Oh, I just dropped it too, SBK.
Okay, all right.
That joint don't be easy though. Like when you got this lingo for so long and then you gotta speak proper, professional.
Yeah, and you know, if you're an artist, so you want to, part of your artistry is going to be being authentic and who you are. So it's hard for you to, like, you know, you got to button your shirt all the way up to the top. You're not trying to do that. You're trying to be who you are. So you don't.
Oh, that ain't hard to be. That ain't hard for me. Trust me.
You don't want to stifle your creativity, and I that was just like more metaphorically. You don't want to stifle your creativity because you.
With me, even though I'm a female, I got that tomboyish style. I don't know how to explain it. Even though I'm a mother, you see, I feel as though when I dress up,
we try to tell everybody, you know, how just me talking to you now, SBK. How many times do people ask you how you doing, and you just be like, "Oh, I'm good. Everything's good." You know what I'm saying? Because we've been taught to man up. We've been taught to just push through it. You're a man. You gotta, you know, you ain't supposed to cry. You ain't supposed to have emotion. You gotta be stoic. All this stuff that goes on. And if you come up like that and you live like that, when you do have issues, you don't feel like you have anybody to come to. So long story short, I talked about somebody who was there for me and who offered his shoulders for me, offered a place to stay for me. And then on the flip side, when things got rough for him, he ended up, you know, dying by suicide because I don't know if he didn't feel like he had somewhere to go. So those are like, and my goal is to be authentic and be transparent about my life because it maybe can help one person somewhere. But again, you have to be careful on the internet because people will take these things and try to use them against you or try to, you know, use them in a way. But so that's the struggle for the content creator, how much you want to bear. I know Joe is very transparent about things, and it's like when I'm looking at her content, I'm like, man, you know, sometimes I wish I could. There's so many stories to tell, so many things, and it may, even if it's just help one person, just that one person that may just be going across YouTube out of the billions of people that's going, and they may stumble upon your page, and they may find that, and they may resonate with what you're going through, what you went through, and your story. So I'm gonna wrap it up and say encourage the people that are doing this, like Ryder as well, writing the poetry. You know, if you ever feel like, because there's always going to be those times where as a creator, you're like, why am I doing this? Should I say this? Who cares? Who wants to hear about me? Nobody knows who I am. Put it out there. And there is somebody that's going to help. And the people that it's not going to resonate, the people that's not going to help, your message ain't for them.
Exactly.
So I'll wrap it up with that. But I appreciate you giving me the floor, man. And again, I want to say, man, this community, I can't say enough about this community over here. I don't even know. I know the people on the panel right now, but there's like another 10, 15 people that have connected with me just from stopping over here, dropping in the chat, talking to you, and it's all support. I love the support. So I appreciate it.
I appreciate you, bro. And like I said, y'all go sub up to my bro, brother of a certain age. You want to talk about thought-provoking content? This is a gentleman that I respect. You know what I mean? When you look at his content, you know, take it from me. You know what I mean? It gives you some things to think about and gives you some things to ponder and
to respect.
All about what it's all about, man. You know what I mean? I appreciate brother of a certain age. I appreciate Thrive and Go with Joe, and I said what I said, and Riders and Alice, and you know what I mean. So you guys have I'm gonna get ready to end this thing. Hey, bro, send me your promo video.
Okay, I got you.
Send me your promo video so that way I can promote you. You know what I'm saying? And that's for, I'm gonna say this again, any content creator that I rock with and that I rock with, I'll be happy, more than happy to promote you. You know what I'm saying? So, but once again, I want to say this again. If there's any type of content that you want me to bring to the forefront, email me, shout out, shout, you know, holler at me. IG, email, TikTok, whatever. You know what I mean? We'll get that. We'll make that happen. You know what I mean? So any final words, Riders for life? Any final words you got for the chat?
Keep doing your thing, man. I appreciate you, man, having me up on this, John. Listen, we need more men, you know, to bring more, you know, talk about mental health. Like I was saying earlier, like I said, we talk as much about men's mental health, all right, and what they go through. Here on social media, like a lot of people use mental health as a crutch, all right, and that's not what it should be. But unfortunately, that's how they use it. And a lot of men go through, a lot of situations. Like I think his name is Brother, right? I'm trying to get his name off the panel, right, Brother? All right, yes. And I do notice, like I said earlier, a lot of us women do got support, right, when it comes to these situations. The kids got the support, but the men, especially the black men within our communities, do not have it. So I appreciate, the King for having them type of panels. Shout out for SBK for introducing me to another content creator like that. We need more of them, all right? And we need to bring awareness to these type of situations. My bad. And talking about it is the way to go about it, all right? Because once again, like I said, the blueprint that was handed down to us is not in the history books that was taught to us. It was, passed on down through generations and more by word, all right? Like, we got to really think back on our ancestors. Like, we preach about it so much. So we should already know about it. So I appreciate these type of panels and keep doing your thing, yo.
Thank you, Rachel.
Will do. Very good, very good. Bro, what you got? What you got on it? What's your final word?
Man, you gave me the floor, man. I not much more than that, man. Again, salute you guys for continuing to do this. And you guys embody what a community looks like. Everybody's promoting everybody. Everybody's showing up. When I go to these chats, I see the same people that support Everybody's growing. So you know what I'm saying, I'm glad that you appreciative that y'all welcome me in. You didn't have to do that. And so I appreciate that, and that's really it, man.
Already.
These to match the sweatpants.
They
You know,
do.
We do.
I looked at the pink and the purple, but I didn't see any pink and purple sweatpants.
Let me look into that.
We'll
I
look
don't wanna wear gray and purple because some people like to match up, you know. So
Yeah.
Right.
I got purple on. I want purple sweats, purple shoes, purple sweat pants. I want
Okay.
purple underclothes. I want it all purple.
You want it all purple.
For that, you might have to actually visit Cooteville.
Oh no, I'm not. Please
They
don't
got-
bring that up.
They got the Pound Town Saloon where you can come on in there. All right, I'm done.
Child, Cooteville closed down for the night, okay? Cooteville is closed down for the century, okay? Because folks got things to do. But I do want to give a shout out to our moderator, Brill. Happy birthday, sis. I hope you enjoy it.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
I was just going to say, shout out to Brilliance, my fellow Libra sister. Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Hit me up so I can gift you
Yes.
for your birthday. Brilliance, this is dedicated to you. This portion of the live. Happy birthday to you, love. May your days be
A great weekend.
absolutely. May your
I
days be
like them.
and hit me up so I can bless you with something from the SBK merchandise. You know what I'm saying? So happy birthday to you. One love to you. All right.
And brother, I'm advise Mr. Cooteville to go to pop the balloon, and he could take somebody over there to Cooteville land, okay? From pop the
Listen,
balloon.
he's celibate, so it ain't gonna take much to pop that balloon.
Man, I've been watching that all night. I've been all day. I just been rolling. Now that's what you really ought to do some commentary on SBK. That is a funny show.
Oh yeah. I plan on doing that.
You plan on doing that? Because that is
Oh,
fun. Yeah. I said I'm gonna do it too because it is hilarious. Hilarious.
I plan on
I
doing
need to get you a hoodie. I like that lion logo.
that.
I like it. Yeah.
But you're gonna get some stuff that match the hoodies though, SBK. Because I
Yeah,
can't be
I got
mismatching,
you.
sir.
I got you.
Okay.
I got you.
Don't let I say what you said. I said
Oh,
what I
dear.
said. Don't let her bully you, man. We just going
I
straight
know, right?
gray sweatpants and
Oh,
that's
SBK,
it.
You make it-
brother.
I have a
He said he
question. You
liked-
make
he said he liked these type of women, brother. So,
I'm
you know,
dead.
okay.
You
He
make the
like-
hoodies, or
he
is it?
like to take charge type of woman. So get some purple sweats, SBK.
You
Yo,
designed it.
you design the hoodies? Like you purchase the hoodies and put the logos yourself, or is this like a third party helping you?
A third party.
Yeah,
It's a
third party.
Because I know it's the design is yours, obviously.
Right.
Right.
But I was asking because I do it both ways. I make my own hoodies, right, with my own logos, and then I also have the third party helping me.
Facts.
Oh.
Third party helping me. Yeah.
All right, that's why I was asking. Okay, so since that's why sometimes you don't have the matching hoodies with the matching
Right.
joggers. That okay.
Right.
Now that's making. I understand why it's like that. That's why I was like, wait, I gotta find out. Like, is it that he's getting a third party, or is it him? Because usually when you buy the merchandise, and it's hard as shit though. That's why some people use the third parties
Yeah.
Right.
to get the hoodies and all that. You start off with the third party, then you end up. I'm
Right.
doing-
Don't give him no way out. Where there's a wheel, there's a way. He can
No,
make-
because I've been through it too. Like I've had that. People's like, wait, I need a jogger to go with the same
Right,
hoodie.
right,
I'm like,
right.
sometimes the hoodie is a different brand, and the jogger isn't the same. Listen, so that's what you got to go through with them third parties. But
That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. He can make a special order. It's all right. He'll be okay.
I'm gonna make it special for you, okay? I'll make it special.
it's not easy. It's not easy, y'all. It's not easy.
It really,
Right.
is.
Listen, Ryder. Life is not easy, sweetie. So it'll be all right. He can work it out. Okay.
It's even harder
I have-
doing this done at home.
Listen, I got full confidence in him. He can get this done.
Don't worry about it. Management got it.
Management
I got
got him and
I
Joe
got-
work that out. But
Yeah.
I got you. I got you. I
Hey,
got
wait. There's somebody came in, brings you. Is that you, Rach?
Huh?
Did we? Oh, that's you, Rachel. Never mind. Never mind.
I came
was-
in. I'm already in here.
I know. I thought somebody else
Oh.
came in. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, that's my that's the name of my podcast, but people just call me Rachel.
Okay.
you. Got you. Got you.
That's
All
really
right,
my
but
name.
Okay. I got
Yep.
Yep.
I still want them purple sweaters though. Purple sweaters. And I said what I said.
I said,
Oh, I said what I said.
He gonna
That
have
brought
to
up the
custom
thought
make
that I
these
was
for you.
thinking about.
oh my
Okay.
God.
Do y'all need to know the
Okay.
size?
Yeah, yeah, hit me up.
Or
What's your
because,
size,
no,
girl? What
he-
is your
he
size?
like-
No,
He's like,
hit me
well,
up. Hit me up with your sizes so I can
I'm
get
not
that.
ashamed of I'm not ashamed of nothing. Okay, if you want me to hit you up, that's fine. But I ain't too proud. I ain't
You can
scared.
say it out loud. It's what she's saying.
Yeah, I'm saying I ain't scared of nothing.
What's your size?
Not at all. You can. I prefer. I don't know. Like, are they running? Like, are they running regular size or are they running small or what?
No, they're regular size because I already
They're
have
regular
some.
size. Okay.
Yeah.
Probably get me probably a medium or a large, either or.
Which one?
Let's go with large. let's go with large, so that way I don't
Look
have
at us.
to.
We
I
carry
don't
like
have to worry about it.
She can fit both. All right, the small fits fit it. The large
I can
feels
fit both.
comfortable.
Yeah, so I'll go with large though.
I know the feelings.
What's wrong with you, brother?
Oh,
You know,
is,
like-
is my camera on? My bad. My bad.
Yeah, it's on. It's on. Yeah. I got you, Nestos. I got you.
Oh my God, y'all crazy as hell.
Yeah, I ain't ashamed of my game, baby. Not at all.
we know, girl. We know.
Yeah.
All right. With that being said, hey man, one love to y'all, man. Chat was lit. One love to y'all. Your boy SBK is gone.